Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Odd and these are Karen's Oddities. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. I was on my way home a few minutes ago. I literally just got through the door and I was having a lot of existential thoughts, and I've had those before, as I'm sure many of you have as well, but I've never had so many all at once. And I was literally 10 seconds away from having a full-on panic attack while I was on the highway. And I could already envision myself pulling over. I still feel out of breath about it. I could almost see myself pulling over on the side of the road and having to call my mom and tell her that I'm having a panic attack. But I was able to talk myself out of it, and tell myself, you will not be having a panic attack today because we don't have those anymore. I don't know if that's a healthy way or not to cope with these things. And I never had panic attacks up until recently. I think last year I had a couple. Last year was my first time. This year, let me knock on wood. There's wood somewhere on this couch. I haven't had any, but I was on the verge of having one. And I felt like I was on the verge of having one a few months ago. Not the point. The point is, today we celebrated one of my siblings' birthdays, and I know he was emotional about his birthday. I get emotional on my birthdays. I think a lot of people do. I've heard that. It's a change, right? You're stepping out of a chapter of your life, entering a new chapter of your life. And I think with that comes reliving memories of things, past experiences, people that have entered and left your life. I think it also comes along with expectations of what you imagine that you were going to accomplish in the previous year, what you expect to accomplish this year, whether or not you have been on target with what you envision for yourself. That's what I imagine, right? I know that's what goes through my mind. I can't speak for everyone else, but I know my brother was emotional, and I think he felt like his birthday celebration was underwhelming, but he also wasn't turning 10. You know what I mean? Not to say that when you turn a certain age, your birthdays should not be celebrated as grand, but they really aren't, right? We have, if we're lucky, 60 years on this life, maybe 70. Some of us make it to 80, 90, if you're super lucky, or beyond. But at some point you stop expecting to celebrate every single birthday in a grand way or in the same way. But I think he still expected that. I just put in perspective, there are people that have never celebrated their birthday. There are people that no one acknowledges that it is their birthday, that no one knows that it's their birthday, that no one reminds them or even says happy birthday to them. So we have to be grateful about the small wins, as small as they are, and I just reinforce the notion that just because we aren't celebrating in the way that he would have liked to today, doesn't mean that we can't continue to celebrate this week or celebrate when the rest of my family is together. And I just started thinking about just capitalism and consumerism and marketing and advertising, and how we are just living in this capitalistic society that finds any godforsaken way. And I'm getting emotional because I have a bunch of thoughts in my mind, but finds any godforsaken way to give us something to work for, give us something to work towards, give us something to always be aiming for, to be striving for. Most of us, we will spend most of our time working to get XYZ, to experience XYZ, to have more access to XYZ, to get into these spaces, to purchase the cars, the homes, the clothes, to drink this fancy liquor, to get acknowledged, to be recognized, to be invited. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All the things that we pay for and all the hours that we work for things that just in the big scheme of things, they really just don't matter. They really just don't matter. They don't matter. And I'm kind of just walking through some of the thoughts I was having and like where they stem from and like where my point was where I was going to have a mental breakdown like 10 minutes ago. But you know, I've been a victim to some of them, right? Like I've bought the expensive purse. I like cars. I like dining out. I like my money. I like working hard and overtime and showing that I'm worthy to get paid more money. I love all of these things. So like in a sense, yeah, I'm a victim to capitalism and consumerism. I am a slave to it, if you will. I like traveling. Like I like all of these things. And I was just thinking, because I've been talking about my next car lease, you know, and what I want, and I know it's going to be expensive and interest is high, and just thinking about the amount that I was considering, because I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. Paying on a car is just, it's ridiculous, right? As much as I love the vehicle and I think it's a great vehicle and I think that, you know, it has great safety ratings and it's up there in the terms of like productivity and advancement. I'm not going to do that unless God really wants me to. You see, I'm still a fucking slave to capitalism. But yeah, I started thinking about how much that stuff and these things just really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Then I started thinking about just how short our lives are, how we never know when they're going to end. I started thinking about just so many people that live their lives in fear and never step out of their comfort zone and never pursue the things that they've always really wanted, never do the things they wanted. They don't take the chances. They don't take the risk. You know, they always stay in their comfort zone, and what that must be like. Not saying that I'm like this super adventurous, go-getting person, but I think that I try to push myself. I try to do the things that I want to do because I know that I want to grow as a person, right? I don't want to stay in the same place. I want to explore different things. I want to meet different people. I want to learn. I want to be challenged. I love that. I live for that. But the people that don't, I'm like, fuck. I can't imagine getting to my deathbed or just randomly dying and knowing that I never took a chance on some things that I wanted. I can't imagine just dying and knowing that I never tried to do something that I always wanted to do or that I was always curious about, even if I fail at it. So I was thinking about that. And then as I'm driving, like I'm seeing all these mental health matters billboards, and I know it was Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know if it was last month or if it's this month. But I feel like more than ever now, am I seeing more and more mental health awareness campaigns, slogans, billboards, information, chat lines, text numbers. More people are talking about just mental health in general and how most of our mental health is shit and it's shot. And I think that a lot of people, one, either realize how bad it was during COVID, or the anxieties of COVID just exasperated it and triggered some people even further in terms of whatever they were already suffering with. Just COVID just elevated it and multiplied it. I think about, and I was thinking about as I was like driving and seeing these billboards and like having all these thoughts, I think about how important it is to me to return to school and study psychology formally, even if I do not get my degree and do not get my doctorate. Although I know damn well if I go back to school, I'm coming out of that bitch with a degree. I'm not just going to hang out there and pay money and read books. I think about that. I think about how much I would love to help people with their mental health issues. I think about my current job and, you know, all the things that stress me out about my job, but it pays the bills, right? It allows me to travel. It affords me the things that I want. It affords me this home. And I just think about how in the long scheme of things, none of that shit is really gonna fucking matter. Like, it's really not going to matter. I think that what's gonna matter in the end is making sure that we're doing things that make us happy, things that fulfill us, things that we choose to do and want to do, things that are in alignment with who we are and who we're supposed to be. I think that those are the things that are most fulfilling. Connecting to people in all ways, right? Connecting to people emotionally, connecting to people intellectually. That is what is important, is building connections, having experiences, understanding people, being empathetic, and following our dreams and passions, not living the fast life and buying all these expensive things and having more things that we actually need and being bombarded with why we have to buy this for that and why you have to use this product with this and go here and buy this and do that and go here and we can do this service for you. Everything is a fucking dollar sign associated with it. Everything has, I don't know why that's making me emotional, but it's like everything has a price. Everything has a price. And, you know, I joke around sometimes where I'm like, and I've said this for years, I'm like, I would love to sell everything I have, quit my job, and just go live in a fucking forest somewhere and just survive off of the earth and just live that simple, natural life. I can still interact with people, that's fine, but just not having to work every day and depend on the money I make to keep me afloat and surviving. And I would just love to have a simple life sometimes. Not that my life is like overly complicated, like I'm not like a neurosurgeon or anything like that. Bless the neurosurgeons and all the medical people, bless everyone. Let's just be clear. But it would be nice to just have a simple life like that sometimes and not worry about everything. There's so much to worry about. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy the way that the world is set up. And we think about the things that don't cost us money, right? Nature, natural fruits and vegetables, sunlight. Thought is free, but it can be costly in some countries. Connecting with people. Travel can be free depending the distance, right? I just wish I could do all the free things in life, not because I'm being cheap or because of monetary reasons, but it's the free things that I think really help us appreciate life and appreciate everything that life has to offer. I think that we live in a place where there's so much material items, mass production, easy access, overindulgence, that we lose sight of the simplest things available to us. Our freedom of speech, our freedom of thought, art, nature, breathing. I don't know, man. I don't know where all this is coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. I don't know where, honestly. And I could go on and on, but I think I'm just gonna end this video / rant here. I'm taking my glasses. You guys have been seeing my reflection this whole time. I'll end this video / rant here. And I think I'm going to get ready for bed and spend more of my time just reflecting on some of the things that I shared in this video, and thinking about what is my next step, right? What is the next action I'm going to take? Not that I didn't know all these things that I mentioned in the video. Clearly, most of us know all these things, but for some reason, everything that I've put out in this video is really heavy on my mind. And I think that when things are heavy in our minds, it's because God wants us to do something about it, or do something with that, or do something with those thoughts, do something with that energy. So I think that I'm going to end this video. I'm going to lay in bed and think about, what does God want me to take from this conversation, this video, this talk, this dialogue, these thoughts. And I'm gonna sit with that. And one last thing I want to say before I disconnect from the video is I want to be very clear, because I'm sure some of you are probably thinking that I either am drunk, or I smoked, or I took an edible. I did not drink today. I drank yesterday. I had 2 drinks. I did not smoke. I do not smoke. And I did not do edibles or any type of drug or substance. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes you just get downloads, and sometimes you're just heavier than others. And I think that it's God's way of wanting us to tune in a little bit, to literally tune inward and really reflect and acknowledge the shit that's real, even if it's not exciting shit to think about. It's something that's real. And I think that of everything, the purpose of this video for me and for whoever is watching it is to focus the attention inward and really decide what it is you're supposed to be doing, where you are supposed to be, where you are headed, if you are walking in the right path, and if not, readjust. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Even if you're not new and are returning, especially subscribe to this channel. That helps support my channel. And let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment. And if you're like, Karen, you're full of shit and you need to go to sleep, I mean, I am full of shit. I need to go to sleep. But I want to know your thoughts. I really do. Let me know. Thank you.